Hi, I'm Kaushal. I'm the founder of EnvoPap, a sustainable materials company. I pursued my master's in science at the University of Southampton in 2015 and graduated in global entrepreneurship. So today at the graduation ceremony, I was awarded with the Alumni Service Award alongside business school graduates. And it's an absolute honor and profound to have this profound recognition. After 8 years of EnvoPap, where the journey has been very inspiring and challenging at the same time, but to be awarded for the work of the giving back to the University of Southampton is a testament to the recognition and also the work where I've been so happy to be involved, coming back and giving back and being involved with the business school. So I was here in December of 2014, just after the first semester had been completed. And I started traveling to a few exhibitions in the paper and packaging industry. And that's when I realized that a lot of the companies here want to move away from single-use plastic because we all know it's causing a huge harm to the environment on all kinds, to land, to the water. But the next nearest alternative is wood fiber products, where we're cutting down trees at a rate where we're harming the planet. And deforestation accounts for 20% of the greenhouse gas emissions. So 22-year-old me thought to myself, what can we do? And coming from India, we have a lot of agricultural waste which is generated every single year, and that is either burnt or dumped. And that's where the idea struck. Why can't we use this waste, convert that into products for packaging which have a single use or a double use, and have an end of life which can make sure that we recycled or be composted so that it doesn't harm the planet. So our mission or our purpose is very simple: inspire a world where no packaging harms the planet, and that's EnvoPap for us. So 2015, I was one of the first ones to be awarded the graduate entrepreneur visa from the University of Southampton. And I think that's when it all started, when the business had started, it started taking off. And one of the professors had invited me for a guest lecture. And this was to the BSc students and a bunch of great young students. I talked about the vision I was building because this was very early on. We just had a simple product, not even ready to hit the market. And so I had just had dreams and a purpose to lead, but nothing in hand to showcase what has been done. And that's when I talked about the idea, and the kind of discussion with the students was very interesting because they were challenging my idea on one side, but also giving me lots of ideas on what could be the limitations which I've never looked at. So I enjoyed that conversation. From that conversation, it led to talking over a period of time at MSc classes, different courses, and at different point of time. And the relationship built from there ventured into Social Impact Lab. I got involved with Dr. Patik Pathak at the Social Impact Lab, who also sits on my board of advisory board. From there, we got involved. We started working with a lot of the entrepreneurs in the Social Impact Lab in Africa. Multiple great companies. From there, I got involved with Dr. Laura Costanzo at the University of Southampton's Business School. I did lots of lectures, like guest lectures for them. And one of the lectures was very special because in my 2015, in my second semester, one of the modules was led by Dr. Laura Costanzo. And that time as a group project, we did it on a company called L'Oreal. And fast forward 4 years from then, 2019, EnvoPap got investment from L'Oreal. So she invited me to speak, and that's when it was the most proud moment as well for her, because we had done a group project and that led to something to work with such a large company. And over a period of time, I've been coming back. The university's changed. I'm quite jealous that I didn't get to see the new building and experience my education in the new building with such incredible facilities. But every time I come back, it just feels very happy. It's a happy place for me, and because I started my journey from here. So when I came here, firstly, it was the night of 17 September, landing at Heathrow at 9:30, and then traveling here all the way. So alone, sitting in a room. But the next day, literally the next day, I happened to meet 10 plus people from 10 different countries. And that was a great exposure for a 22-year-old person to be involved and speaking and connecting and making friends and understanding experiences of where they come from. And then going into detail, so the curiosity levels of what I was before and what I am today, I think it's a testament of the time I spent here. And I'm very happy, and I'm actually very proud of myself that it has made me a more curious person, but also shameless to ask questions as well. If I have to give one piece of advice to the next generation of graduates graduating today or in the next few days to come from this University of Southampton, I would say, if you have a problem which you feel it can be solved, or you have a direction to make it better, it's just one thing which requires the determination to solve it. If you're passionate about it, the rest will completely follow. Two things which really make change makers separate from the wider world is the passion and the determination to keep going and not quit when tough times come.